What if the pain you're feeling right now is not the enemy attacking you? What if it's actually God? You prayed for a bigger life. You asked Him to use you. You wanted something meaningful, something that mattered. So why does it feel like everything is falling apart? Most people misunderstand this moment. They panic. They assume something went wrong. They start searching for a reason, for a mistake, for something to fix. But what if this isn't a mistake? What if your life isn't falling apart, it's being taken apart, on purpose? Because before God uses someone, He doesn't just elevate them. He dismantles them, not to destroy them, but to remove everything that would collapse under the weight of what's coming next. And that process doesn't start loud. It starts small. At first, it's almost unnoticeable. Things that used to work just don't anymore. Not dramatically, just enough to confuse you. Effort feels the same, but the results don't follow. You show up like before, but nothing really moves. People stop responding the same way. Opportunities don't open like they used to. Momentum quietly fades, and you feel it. Something shifted. Not enough to explain it clearly, but enough to know something is off. And here's where most people get it wrong. They assume they're under attack. But this isn't attack, it's interruption. Before Jesus stepped into purpose, He was led into the wilderness. 40 days, no clarity, no comfort. Not to break Him, but to prepare Him. And most people try to skip that part. Because as long as something else is working, you will lean on it. As long as you have a backup plan, you won't fully surrender. So sometimes what used to work has to stop working. Not because it was bad, but because it became your source. And anything that replaces God as your source eventually has to be removed. That's where the breaking begins. Quietly, layer by layer. Then something deeper happens. Distance. You sit in rooms that used to feel normal, and suddenly they don't. Conversations feel shallow. You nod, you smile, but internally, you're somewhere else. You try to explain it, but the words don't come out right. It's like you've outgrown something you can't fully describe. And that's uncomfortable, because it feels like you're losing connection. But you're not losing connection. You're losing alignment, because where you're going, you can't carry the same version of yourself. So the environment starts to feel unfamiliar, not because it changed, but because you did. And then comes the silence. You pray, but it feels like nothing comes back. At one point, Job said something strange. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away, not because he understood it, but because he trusted the process. And that's where most people get it wrong. But silence doesn't mean absence. It means refinement. Because when everything external goes quiet, you're forced to confront what's internal. And that's where real change happens. Not when everything feels good, but when everything feels uncertain. Then there's that weight. You wake up, and something feels heavier than it should. You go through your day, but everything takes more energy than usual. Even simple things feel harder. And you can't fully explain why. So you start questioning yourself. Maybe you've lost your drive. Maybe you're slipping. Maybe you're falling behind. But nothing is wrong. You're being stretched. And stretching doesn't feel like growth. It feels like pressure. Like something inside you is being expanded against resistance. Because you can't carry more with the same capacity. And capacity doesn't grow in comfort. It grows under tension. Then things start leaving completely. Joseph had a promise early, but instead of stepping into it, he was betrayed, forgotten, and delayed. Not because he missed it, but because he wasn't ready for it yet. And timing is part of the process too. And your instinct is to fix it, to hold on, to bring it back. But what if you're fighting something intentional? What if nothing is being taken from you, and everything is being cleared for you? Because you can't build something new on a foundation that belongs to your past. And letting go doesn't feel like progress. It feels like loss. But not all loss is failure. Some loss is transition. You scroll through your phone, and everyone else seems to be moving forward, winning, building, celebrating. And for a moment, you wonder if you got left behind. You don't say it out loud, but you feel it. That quiet question, what if it's just me? But it's not you. It's the process. There's also a moment nobody talks about. You're in a conversation and suddenly realize you're not even present anymore. You're answering, but your mind is somewhere else, disconnected. Not because you don't care, but because something deeper is happening inside you. That's not distraction. That's transition. There are nights where it hits even harder, when everything gets quiet. No noise, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. And suddenly, everything feels heavier. Questions you ignored during the day start coming back, not gently, directly, and you realize something uncomfortable. You've been holding on to things that no longer fit who you're becoming. And letting go means stepping into something unknown. That's why it's so hard. Because growth always costs something. It costs comfort. It costs familiarity. Sometimes it even costs relationships. Not because those things were bad, but because they weren't meant to last forever. And this is the moment where everything shifts, where you stop trying to go back, stop trying to fix everything, stop chasing what used to work. And instead, you start sitting in it, not resisting it, not running from it, just allowing it. And that's when the process finally starts working, because as long as you resist it, it feels like pain. But the moment you accept it, it starts to feel like transformation. Slowly, something changes. Not around you, inside you. Your reactions shift. Your priorities change. Things that once controlled you lose their power, and for the first time, you're not reacting to life anymore. You're growing through it. That's the moment where breaking turns into building, where confusion turns into clarity. Not because you got all the answers, but because you no longer need them. Because when everything else is gone, what remains becomes obvious. And that's where everything changes. Because when God is all you have, you realize He was all you needed all along. So if your life feels uncertain right now, don't rush to escape it. Don't assume something went wrong. There's a difference between being stuck and being shaped. And this moment might be preparing you for something greater than you expected. The real question isn't why this is happening. It's what you're becoming because of it.